Alright, so we're in Omaha right now. This is the start of the video. Zach, where are we going right now?
We're headed to, I forget the name of the restaurant, but first night, first dinner, 2024, PSC Regionals. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Tune in.
It's actually in central Michigan. We have a couple other folks, but as you may know, there's another conference going on.
So we just got done with our first event for PSE for the weekend in Omaha. We had a bunch of great speakers and they had a lot of insight to get internships, talked about their companies, a lot of the employers and stuff like that. So we're currently walking back to the hotel right now. It's about 45, 50 degrees, so it's pretty chilly out, but we're living. It was a great time networking, stuff like that, and we got free food, so that was a plus. And me and all the guys are walking back. Let's go to the old Mattress Factory bar.
Like that's what I'm saying, like career talk.
Here with us this weekend are committed to more than just filling their open roles. They're here to build awareness about their companies and the exceptional career opportunities.
So we woke up bright and early. We got the suit on, you know. We just got done with our first meeting. We had a general kind of meeting about the Pro-Am Sell-a-thon. So the company we're selling for, which is an apparel company, apparel and uniform, a company that supplies different businesses for uniforms and stuff like that for their employees. We got a lot of insight from them about what we need to do and stuff like that. And so right now we just got done with that. That was about a little over an hour. So now we're gonna do our general training. Students and other people and like the faculty here are gonna do one-on-ones. Currently I didn't sign up for a one-on-one, that's kind of my bad. But we're doing a general meeting, sales training meeting, so I'll learn a lot from that and take a bunch of notes. I already got a few pages written down from the last meeting, so we're doing good. It's about 11:20 and I do the sell-a-thon at 3:25, so we're gonna lock in for that, make sure I got my pitch down and stuff like that. I got a pretty good intro, so we're gonna see what happens, and yeah, we'll see. Wish me luck.
I wouldn't say all that. I'd literally say, how do you want students to be your campus?
Yeah, you're just asking questions. Save that pitch stuff for the
kitchen.
How's it going? Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
How's it going today?
It's going very well, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. Are you enjoying the weekend?
I am. I'm excited it's the end of the week.
Me too. So I just talked to a nice secretary out there, and I hear that you're a very busy person, so we only got 12 minutes to do this right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So as I kind of talked about in my video call, what my company offers, I really think can benefit you and your company as a whole.
Okay.
I would love to talk to you more about your university to see if we can come up with solutions together to benefit both of us.
All right.
Just to start off too, do you mind if I note take at all?
Please do.
Okay, thank you. So going over a little bit of our agenda today, I really want to ask you some questions just to get a deeper understanding on your problems and see if I can possibly come up with some solutions that may help you and benefit you as well.
Sure.
So, before we get into the questions, are you able to close the deal if we were to close today, or do we need to incorporate somebody else?
I would have to go to my boss, Noah, who is the dining services director for any companies.
Okay, perfect. So starting off, my first question I have for you, Casey, today is what does your day-to-day life look like at Greenfield?
Yeah, well, I oversee the dining hall, so that's my only responsibility is the operation of the dining hall as well as the menu development for all the dining options.
question I have for you, Casey, is what are some of the goals you guys have throughout the year?
Yeah, well, I would say staffing is a big goal. We currently lose 20% of our staff each semester. So that's something we do.
Is there a certain reason why you guys have 20% not coming back?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but we do also have a recruitment decline at the college as well.
Okay. And that's enrollment rate.
Yes.
Enrollment rate, correct?
Correct.
So, next question I have for you today is, what does your team feel about the current state of their uniforms?
I'm not too sure. Our aprons are one size fit all, and they are responsible for their cleaning of their uniforms. Sometimes badly stained or destroyed uniforms get disposed of, but that's pretty much the extent.
Okay. And just to clarify a little bit on that, are you guys the ones to pay for those wear and tear, the stains? Do you guys pay for that, or do you make the employee pay for that?
Yeah, so we order each of our employees will get 2 polos and 1 apron at the beginning of the year in their employment, and we pay about $50 a piece for those because we order in bulk.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your uniform process. What does it look like? You kind of hinted on it a little bit, saying that employees clean it and such like that, but can you tell me anything else about the uniform process?
Yeah, we order at the very beginning of the year. So we spend about $18,000 a year, and when we have turnover, whatever sizes we have left, or usually whatever sizes we can give our newer employees.
So, my next question and my final question I have for you today is, what is your ideal future at Greenfield? What do you hope to see happen for your university in the future?
Yeah, well, I think as far as the dining hall goes, we definitely want to retain 100% of our student employees each semester. As a university, we definitely want to help the university grow in enrollment at least by 1%. And profitability is important as well. So streamlining all our processes to manage our resources and increase our profit margins also.
Of course. So going into a little bit of what Centus has to offer. So what we offer is shirts, pants, aprons. Usually we're selling, the set is $3 per set, but usually we sell in bulk, which is what you guys said you guys buy in. But we're selling that for around $11 roughly. So, my next thing I have for you today is the products we include. They're very professional. They're great quality, comfortability, and functionality, which is all things you want to look for in the kitchen. So, hitting on comfortability, you want to be able to pick up the frying pan, cook your food, do all that to the highest standard. And functionality, being inside the kitchen can be compact, it can be messy, stuff like that. So we like to keep a clean, fresh looking on our uniforms. We actually have mesh on the side of our uniforms, which keeps the environment cool and the employee cool. You don't want sweat getting into food at the end of the day. It can be very hot back there. And my next point on top of that is the safety concern. So we look very highly on safety, which is one of the key things we look in developing this type of apparel and uniform. So what we do is we have buttons on our uniforms where they can be easily torn off. Say there's a grease fire or just a fire in general. And what we do with that is you want to hurry up and rip off, which is easy accessible just to take off. So that's part of the safety concern a lot of our other customers have. Along with that, a little bit of our process, you kind of said that the employees don't bring back the clean clothes. Say they come with outdoor clothes, or they do come back, it's not clean, it's dirty. So what my company does is we actually take your guys' dirty clothes, clean them, wash them, repair them, replace them, size changes, all free of charge. That all comes with the subscription. And we get that back to you in a clean, professional look. Each piece of clothing is confirmed for being clean, having no wear and tear and anything like that. So after hearing a little bit about what my company has to offer, do you have any questions or concerns about anything of this sort?
I just say my employees, especially the students, will not want to wear full mandatory uniform.
Okay. I completely understand that. At the end of the day, to respond on that, at the end of the day, I feel like these prospective students are really gonna evaluate what they're seeing at these dining halls. They want to see cooks wearing professional uniforms and looking very nice because they know the food will potentially be very good as well. Which around 25% of students are usually gonna pick their college off of what they're seeing in their dining halls, and that's gonna impact them on their college decision. So did I clarify anything like that, or do I need to go into more detail?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you explaining all this to me, but the price is just too much, and our current uniforms are much cheaper.
Okay. So is that more of the value, or is it more of the budget base?
When we buy our polos and our aprons in bulk for $50 a piece, so that's roughly $18,000 annually. So it is
Okay. And when you say $50, sorry, can you repeat how active or how many times do you do that $50?
So we buy in bulk at the beginning of the year. So
Okay. So what we do here at Centis, so we're gonna provide a weekly payment. Okay. We're gonna do 11 sets, and it's $3 per set. We provide with the quality, comfortability, functionality. I believe it's a pretty good value for what you're getting. Does that sound something more like you're interested in, or did I clarify that, or?
yeah, I just need to think more and talk to my supervisor.
Of course, that's understandable. If you have any other concerns or anything like that, do you have any more questions about anything I've said? We kind of talked about your guys' enrollment rate. We've talked about your clothing, how your students or employees aren't coming sometimes with their professional clothing, that they're given their polos, pants, anything of the sort. And we also talked about your guys' budget. You said you pay $18,000, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So it's gonna be probably, I would like to talk about this more in the next meeting about the pricing. So I would definitely bring that into the next meeting for you. So after considering everything I've said, I would really like to talk budget more to you in the future. So is there any way that we could schedule a meeting today in the near future, say tomorrow or anything like that?
Yeah, we just have to check with with schedule because he's going to be the final.
Of course, completely understandable. Well, thank you, Casey. It was really nice talking to you. I just got done with the sales comp. Honestly, scale of 1 to 10, I want to say I did like a 7.6 after just preparing mainly today and last night. That's my fault, obviously. The training was a bunch of help though. We had really good training, and I feel like I learned a lot from that as well. Yeah, there was only a little bit of like minor things that I either didn't say or more things I had to hit, which I'll definitely work on next time. But overall, the judges and the buyer was super nice. I ended up closing with around a minute left, a little under a minute left. So that was pretty good. They gave me a lot of great feedback, and I'm really happy I got this experience. And so I'm super grateful to be here and to do that. Yeah, I definitely have to work on a lot more things for next time and probably come a little bit more prepared than what I came. But overall, it was pretty good. Now we're just gonna be chilling. I'm actually in the hallway right now, but we're just gonna be chilling right now and just see where the night takes us. And I believe we're gonna watch some public speaking tonight for a competition. So we're gonna watch that tonight, and you guys get to be there for that. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, I'm so glad that the sales comp is over, man. It was so stressful. The first 15, because you got to be there 15 minutes early. When you're there for 15 minutes, you're just sitting there staring at your notes and just, I gotta say this, gotta say that, and it brings out your nervousness inside of you, which really goes away after the first 5 seconds when you're in there talking to the buyer and dealing with the objections, doing the layer process. And if you don't know what the layer process, it's listen, acknowledge, explore, respond. So I did do a pretty good job doing that, so that's a plus. But yeah, no, first time doing a sales comp. I even told the judges that, just kind of like joking around with them that I'm new to sales and stuff like that. just joking around with them, saying like, hey, it's my first time, like I hope I didn't do as bad, and blah blah blah. And they were like, no, you did great, I can't believe it's your first time. So they were just saying just stuff like that. They were really nice, super helpful. I shook all their hands when I was done, and I did meet one of the judges at the career fair, so I kind of called him out by name, shook his hand, and said, thank you for judging me and spending time out of your guys' day to be here, and I really appreciate that. So that's kind of like how it went at the end. But yeah, I really hope I did mediocre. We'll see. Tonight or tomorrow they're gonna do the top 10, and so there's gonna be like places, so like first and second and third. So it's a pretty big deal if you win.
Showing exceptional skill and dedication to kids from the University of Northern California.
Whether it's because of the cost or the proximity or class or work obligations, that they're just unable to come.
We're going to totally rip you apart, chat. And as a leader here at PSC, I'm not, this is going to sound like I'm just blowing sunshine at you, but I love coming to PSC conferences because, first of all, you guys are talented, you're engaged, you actually have conversations. I go to so many student conferences these days, and I try to say hi to somebody, and it's like looking down, or they're freaked out that someone talked to them. I find at PSC that
we made it to the final day in Omaha. So kind of to recap on what happened last night. So last night we had the announcement of finalists for the Cellathon. Sadly, I couldn't do it. I didn't close. I couldn't get it. So we actually had 2 members from our chapter that actually made it to that final room. So kind of what the final room looks like is, instead of just talking to one buyer, you're going to be talking to 2, and it's going to be that person's higher up at their university, which is the case is the university. So they kind of got to try and close the deal with them. It's going to be more in depth, more about numbers, more price. It's going to be more objections, things like that. So it's going to be a lot harder, and it's going to really put their skills to the test. So I completely 100% think they can definitely close the deal and bring home a first place to our chapter, and we're all super proud of them. So as for the public speaking portion, a lot of the students did a really great job. Mainly the goal of the public speaking portion or competition is just seeing how well these students can get up and talk about their past experiences and lead to a point in the end, or a goal or a lesson that they learned throughout their experience, and really just inspiring the listeners, as long as motivating them to maybe do better in their life or anything like that. A lot of the students were very good and very well spoken. It was really impressive to see them stand up in front of that many people. As for the next part, we kind of hit up a study session. So we had a study session that night. We got a lot done. A lot of people were feeling the study session this morning, actually, so breakfast was kind of light. But I did make it down to breakfast, and it was actually really good. It was another good breakfast. It was like eggs, bacon, potatoes, like stuff like that. So that was really good. But after that, we actually had a speaker and author who wrote a book about kind of like how student organizations and those leadership roles relate to your members. So he kind of had like one big concept of the book, and kind of what he talked about to us today, and that was mainly talking about the top third, the middle third, and the bottom third. So he kind of goes in more depth about that, but he's kind of talking about how at these different positions for your members, if you're in that leadership role or the exec board or you're a boss, every one of your members are going to be at a different level. So he kind of talked about how the top is going to be your achievers and the people who are going to be engaged constantly, like they're going to do the most they can for your organization, your business, or anything like that. Middle is kind of, you're more laid back, and they like to be very flexible. They have a lot going on. They like to juggle balls, I believe his example was. So like juggling all these things you have to do, whether it's working for college or like paying off your tuition while getting straight A's or just doing good in your classes. So he kind of just talked a little bit about that. So he was a really great speaker. I'll definitely leave the book in the description. He was a very great speaker, and he made us laugh quite a bit. He seemed like a really good guy. So that kind of catches you guys up to speed on where I'm at right now. So after that speaker, we did eat lunch. It was a pretty good lunch, so I kind of just found a conference room, which is where I'm at right now. So yeah, right now what's going on is the Pro-Am Sellathon finalist. Along with that is the marketing comp. So the marketing comp is you're paired up with however many random people from different chapters, and your goal is to market some product and eventually get them to buy your product, basically. So I didn't sign up for that one. I just did the sales, but I'll definitely think about doing more next time, and I feel like next year I will be a lot more prepared to do the sellathon. So I think we're going to be locked in for next year. But as for tonight and the rest of the day, since it is our last day, what we're going to do is go get pizza or either have it delivered here for the chapter. So that's going to be a good time. We'll see what's happening. We'll see. Hopefully it's a lot of fun, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated.
Fish, how are you feeling?
Just hanging around.
Pain is temporary. Quitting is forever. Just so you know. Damn, what the map?
Recording? It's as long as my schlong.
Dude, that thing is big.
That's what they say to me all the time, man. You could not.
Bro.
It's real good.
Are we drinking tonight?
I'm not drinking again, man.
Alright. How about you guys, Zach?
I'm drinking.
How about you?
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not drinking either.
Yeah, we might have to call it quits for tonight. I think we're done.
I guess we're done.
Me and Dylan, we're going to BSU. We're Mormon now. All I do is I drink Dr. Pepper from the parties. That's not.
What the shit, guys? We're drinking tonight.
No, I'm not. I'm a Mormon. I don't know what beer is. I've never heard of that word.
Speakers competition. Who's excited?
We shouldn't celebrate, right?